Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome to our YouTube channel MC2421A Studio, and my name is Mohamad Hafiz bin Abdul Rahman, Bachelor of Mass Communication, Hans Public Relation. Okay, before I start my talk, I would like to ask you for click the like button and subscribe. Okay? My topic for today is money cannot buy love and happiness. So, when we talk about this topic, it actually remind me
to the quotes by the great Oprah, which is everyone want to ride a limo with you, but what you want is someone who will take the bus when the limo breaks down.
So, do you think you need someone who will be beside you because of money? Yes, money can buy admires but not affection. Okay? So, can you actually buy your parents' love? For those who said yes, is actually something problem with you, I think. Because our parents' love for us is really immeasurable, unconditional, and incomparable. So, as we look, animal doesn't take money as a value. So, still, we see the female chimpanzee, give birth and protect their babies from the oats into the wild. See, the nature actually didn't create the money. It's the man who choose it as a way to thrive. So in another side, we actually see the society actually feed us with the idea, which is if you have well-paying job, you have a big house, you have luxury car, and also you have a branded product, you will live happily. But being able to afford all of the expenses actually doesn't create a safety bubble free from the conflict. So what if I told you that money cannot buy love and happiness?
Do you agree with it?
So I think that most of us say yes and some of them no. Okay, first of all, happiness isn't tangible. Why I say like that? Because it is something that you cannot put a value, and it is a sense of that feeling that you achieve when you feel fulfilled and satisfied. So you actually cannot buy the experience, but you can buy the meaning of an experience. For example, you can buy a ticket flight to travel around the world or buy an expensive meal. But then those things are meant to an end. The society actually create it as a cost money for you to achieve those experience, and yet you actually buy a tangible thing that that give you a greater feeling, and the feeling actually priceless. Okay, secondly is love is an inside job. Why I told you love as an inside job it is because happiness will come to you when you feel truly love and accept yourself just the way you are and with what you work with. So actually money is one of the many tools that we use to temporary bursts of happiness and try to fill the void that are there when our foundation of self-acceptance isn't very strong. So, a strong personal foundation is built upon many things, including self acceptance, self trust, healthy habit, and also life balance, self awareness, and also connection to others and gratitude. Okay, third is buying things for yourself is like temporarily rewarding, but when you share it with others it's actually an investment for your future. Norton has said in his TED talk, which is it doesn't matter how much you spend on others, whether you want to buy them a birthday gift or you want to donating around $10,000 to save somebody life, is actually something selfless and meaningful to others. You might think that it is uh, doesn't make any difference for you, but you have to see the process, how the process of your money and effort can help others. So generally I love to getting people a gift or donating that causes if I can took a part. It's not about how I get in the return, but it is about how can I see a small gesture of kindness can help people to improve their life or change their life. So actually people never forget what we make them feel, and it is actually freeing and humbling experience to making someone happy. Okay, number four. Okay. Number four is money cannot bring the comfort like the people you love. You have to make sure that you put the happiness at the first place, and then by adding money certainly can took out some issue out of the blender of your life. So then put without put your happiness or love into the money is actually cannot solve the problem. Okay, in the situation is the people tend to come to me and said that I if I could solve my debt and having a lot of money, then I will be happy. Sorry dear, if you have a lot of money then you settle up your debt, it's actually just like a project or you just finish up your assessment. It's not the things that you might be happy but not in the long term. So that's why money cannot bring the comfort like the people you love. Number 5, last but not least. Okay, money is not everything. Money is something. You should know that. Okay, some of us will thought that money is everything because one of our friend is a doctor, lecturer, and also someone is who is professional in the industry. So when we revive or we rewind in our past life, we actually didn't come into the typical background, which is we growing up in poverty, raised by widow mom who struggle financially, and we also growing up poor, and we were fixated on eventually to make a lot of money. Our childhood, as we see in our room, there were a few Ferrari poster or Porsche were plastered on the wall. We think that money is the key of happiness, and we were sad or we were feel down because we determined that we didn't want to be poor. When we stop thinking and reflect on our childhood, that we feel regret because even we don't have those things, we actually feel happy because on our childhood we completely have love, support, friends, family. That's the important things in our life. So I think that money is not everything. Money just are things that help us to improve our life but not make us happy in a long term. Okay, as a conclusion, to summarize all the question is quite clear, which is you cannot buy happiness and love because there is no need to expect something from the people who always by your side because of money. And you have to know that happiness and love is an emotion that you feel, not the item that you have to buy. And that's why happiness is priceless, and you should know that you will reap the reward if you do what you love. So, in my advice, get out into the world and enjoy what's around.